Hello everybody, this is HyperCool64, and oh my gosh, my audio sounds so much better. I got a new microphone. This is the Snowball by Blue Microphones, and if you don't know who Blue Microphones are, it's a very, very popular microphone company who makes very high quality microphones, obviously. And this is basically an early Christmas gift from my parents, or not Christmas gift, an early birthday gift, because my birthday is in a few days. Well, by the time this video releases, my birthday will probably already have passed, but regardless. It's an awesome microphone. It's much better than my headset. It's much bassier. It's much clearer. I love it, and I'll be using it from now on. With that being said, in this episode, we are going to head back into the Deep Dark Galaxy and continue to collect more stars there. We're actually first going to collect the Secret Star, and then we're going to collect the last main star of this galaxy. So, yeah. Not really much to talk about in terms of this level, because, again, this is one of my least favorite levels in the game. There's not really much to talk about. This is not really the level I tend to go back to when I play this game every once in a while. You know, just have a little bit of Mario Galaxy. It tends to be either Gusty Garden, Battle Rock, or... what's the other one? Boy Base. So, yeah, whatever. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and do the Secret Star first, and then we will head to the main mission. So what you want to do is first go ahead and grab this green shell over here, and then there's going to be a sunken ship that's broken down. Shoot right there where all those bombs are. The ship will blow up a little bit after the bombs blow up for some reason. Go into the launch star, and you'll be taken to a secret planet. So this is how this Secret Star works. The star is in the Boo. If you remember from a previous level, you can actually defeat Boos by shining light on them. So what we basically have to do is use this gravity switching switch to break that crystal thing. Break the crystal, I mean. Shine a light and then bring the Boo near it. Once we bring the Boo near it, we get the Secret Star and we're done. So yeah, not that hard. It's relatively easy. It's just going from point A to point B, to say the least, with a couple obstacles like this freaking spiky thing that I absolutely hate. But still, not that hard. Pretty easy. So, if you guys can, let me know in the comments what you guys personally think about my new microphone, because I think it's awesome. It's much clearer. It's just a better microphone overall. But anyway, with us completing a very, very, very easy secret mission, we got a regular star. Now, the one thing I do have to be careful with this microphone is not being too close to it, because if I'm too close to it, then the audio will peak. And that's one thing that I've definitely learned over the years, that whenever I recorded audio in the past years, my audio tended to peak, and it didn't sound very good. So, hopefully I won't peak too much, and, Ghost Ship Daredevil Run. This is a rehash of the boss battle of Deep Dark Galaxy, except you have to defeat this boss without getting hit, so that's fun. So, yeah. If you couldn't tell, this is post-commentary. I'm not actually playing the game right now. This is post-commentary, because I did actually record commentary for this video, and, oh yeah, my battery is low, by the way. Expect that upcoming. Expect that again later in this video. I think. I don't know. But regardless, this is post-commentary because the commentary I recorded for the previous episode is around 2 months old. So I thought I'd be more up-to-date and actually just do post-commentary. In fact, I'm actually going to be doing post-commentary for the rest of this LP because I just want to get this freaking LP done and over with so I can just move on. And that's it. So, yeah. Hopefully there won't be too many more delays on this LP or my other LPs. I need to get back to finish my other LPs too. Oh god. Anyway. Also, I died to a shell. Ain't that lovely? That is so lovely. Let's try again. So, with us doing a lot of rehashing, might as well go ahead and talk about other things. A Nintendo Direct recently came out. And it shared some news about some of the upcoming games and other stuff coming to the Nintendo. And it was mostly for the spring stuff, although they did miss a couple things that are coming out in the spring, like Mewtwo. But regardless, they did have quite a bit to show, such as they showed off the latest entry in the Fire Emblem series, which is looking pretty good. It's looking like it's going to use the same engine as Fire Emblem Awakening, just modified a little bit, you know, with a little more special effects and everything, and all that jazz. And a new story, obviously, and new characters. And then there was Codename Steam, which is being developed by the same people who make Fire Emblem, Intelligent Systems, and it's going to be compatible with Amiibo. You'll be able to use the Marth, Ike, and Robin Amiibo in Codename Steam, and they can fight with you, with the other people who are a part of the game. Can I just say that Codename Steam looks absolutely ridiculous, but kind of cool at the same time, because it takes place during the time of Abraham Lincoln being president, but you use steam-powered weapons, and you're defending the planet from aliens, and it actually sounds pretty cool. And honestly, if Fire Emblem Awakening took me by surprise, then I'm pretty sure this game will if I play it. So I'll definitely look out for Codename Steam when it comes out. We also had Puzzle and Dragons Z and Puzzle and Dragons Super Mario Bros. Edition, which is a puzzle game. I'm not particularly interested in that game, but, you know, it's a game that was originally going to be Japan only, but it's coming out in America, so that's cool. Then there was Pokemon Shuffle, which I don't have a care for, because 1, it's a free-to-play game, and 2, it has microtransactions. So, I'm not playing it. Screw that. And with that being said, with us defeating Camilla for, I think, the 3rd time, we got a regular star. Back to my discussion, as we do the final main mission of this galaxy. So what else was announced? Mario Party 10. It's gonna have Amiibo compatibility, where basically you can use your Amiibo. There's gonna be a new Amiibo lineup that's gonna be coming for Mario Party 10, and it's gonna have the Mario Party 10 style. And these new Amiibo can be used in the game to unlock boards. Each Amiibo has a board that you can use in Amiibo Party. And I was watching it, and I was like, okay, so if you use the Amiibo, you can play a board. Okay, so it's like they're doing all this weapons and everything, and there's all these different abilities that you can use, and I look at their little HUDs for all the characters, and it's like, oh, cool, there's coins and stars. And I'm not just talking about the silver stars, like the mini stars that are in the games now. They're for some reason a staple now. I'm talking about actual power stars. And I look at it and I'm like, wait a second. It's a dumbed down version of the original Mario Party style, the classic Mario Party style that everybody remembers, which really makes me question, or at least say, why didn't you just make this into an actual mode that doesn't require Amiibo, since that's what everybody's been asking for in the Mario Party series, which is like, whatever. I haven't really played Mario Party 9 yet because, you know, the car mechanic, it looks interesting, but I haven't bothered to pick up Mario Party 9 or Island Tour yet, so I'll pick them up when I can. But, you know, it just doesn't make any sense how they didn't make something that was inspired by classic Mario Party into an actual classic Mario Party mode. That doesn't make any sense to me, but you know what? That's the developer's choice. Whatever. Bowser Party still looks really cool. I'll give the car mechanic a shot. Whatever. You know, it looks interesting to say the least. And it's going to be $10 less than a game that is usually priced on the Wii U, which is $59.99. So, whatever. There's also going to be a special edition where you can get the Mario Amiibo with it, which is interesting. Also, we got a regular star. Back to what I was talking about. In terms of anything else that was announced, there was a Mario vs. Donkey Kong game that was announced. And it was a minis game that I didn't really care about. But the interesting thing about it was that it was going to have a crossplay feature where if you buy the Wii U version, you get the 3DS version. Which, when I saw that, I was like, thank God they're finally catching up with the world. Because crossplay has existed in video games for a very long time, but Nintendo hasn't really adapted to that yet. And now that they're finally showing signs that they might actually adapt to it, that definitely makes me happy. Other than that, though, I really don't care for the new Mario vs. Donkey Kong because I never really care for the minis, honestly. Other than that, what else do they have announced? I can't really remember. It's been a while since I watched the Direct, so my mind might be drawing a blank. And also, shortcut I did on the first try that I've never done before. That was amazing. I was literally like, holy freaking crap, that was awesome. Yay for gravity physics. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. Oh yeah, Splatoon. That was also talked about. That's coming out in May, I think? And it looks really cool. It looks like a really, really solid third-person shooter. It looks really cool. And basically what was announced is that there's going to be a hub for the game where you can go to the different modes and you can buy different clothing. Sort of Team Fortress 2 style, except for the fact that you don't use real money using game currency, which is nice. It's nice that they're not adapting to microtransactions. And yeah, it looks cool. It looks like a great game. And I'll definitely check it out when I can. Then, what else? I'm drawing a blank, because I know there were things that were announced, but it's been a while since I watched the Direct. I probably should have looked over the Direct a little bit. Oh yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles X, which is a sequel to Xenoblade Chronicles, which I have not played yet. That looks cool. You know, it looks great. You know, I watched the trailer, and it looked absolutely gorgeous, so it looks great. Whether I'll pick it up or not, I don't know. I've never really gone into JRPGs, so, you know, we'll see. We'll see if I actually pick it up or not. I still need to play Xenoblade Chronicles, which is like $100 on Amazon, so, yeah. But anyway, in terms of everything else, I can't really remember anything else that I saw that I particularly remember. Oh yeah, Majora's Mask 3D is coming out next month, which is not spring, by the way. Apparently, Nintendo thinks February is spring, because when they announced Majora's Mask 3D, they said it was going to be coming out in the spring. I don't think February is spring, Nintendo, but thanks anyway. I've never played Majora's Mask, because I've never grown up with an N64. So, you know, it'll be interesting to play it. Although, the problem... I'm kind of worried that I'll play it and I'll stop playing it after, like, a few hours, because every Zelda game I've played, I've stopped at some point and never finished. I have still not finished Wind Waker, I've still not finished Ocarina of Time, I haven't even finished Link's Awakening. So, I need to go finish those games first, and then maybe I'll get Majora's Mask 3D, because... honestly, if there's any version of that game that I'm going to get, it's the better version on the 3DS, because it just looks nicer, and it runs at a smoother frame rate, so that's cool. But, that's pretty much all I remember from the actual Direct. The only thing that was left I actually remember, also jump cut. The only other thing that I remember from the Direct is that the new Nintendo 3DS was finally announced for North America. It is coming. It is coming to North America, which is very, very nice. And, for those of you who did not watch the Japanese trailer that came out last year for the new Nintendo 3DS, the new Nintendo 3DS basically is an upgraded version of the original 3DS. It will have a C-stick for enhanced control, a face tracker, so you'll have better 3D no matter what angle you're at. It will have a faster processor, which means there will be less load times, and possibly games will run at a higher frame rate, maybe? I don't know. That hasn't been confirmed yet, but hopefully they will. And then, what else was it? I forgot the last thing. There was one more thing that was about it that I completely blanked out about, but regardless, new Nintendo 3DS is coming out to America. With some exceptions. Two of them, actually. One, it's not coming with an AC adapter. What? Can I just say that that's just a weird design choice? I mean, I heard that the 3DS XL in Japan does not have an AC adapter, which doesn't make any sense to me. And the fact that this one is not coming... I mean, okay... I understand AC adapters are cheap, but, you know, it's a convenience thing. Why would you want to buy a Nintendo 3DS, new Nintendo 3DS, and have it not come with an AC adapter, and having you go back to the store and buy a new one? Because I guarantee you, there are going to be a lot of people who will hear about the 3DS, the new 3DS XL, or the new 3DS. I'll talk about, more about 3DS in a second, but there are a lot of people out there, I guarantee you, that will go into buying this thing and assuming it's an AC adapter and realizing that it's not, even though it is printed on the box, but whatever. But the second thing, and the most major thing, is that the XL version is the only version coming to America. The regular, smaller new Nintendo 3DS, and, okay, I just want to say that that's a dumb name. I hate the new Nintendo 3DS in terms of its name, because if you're calling it the new 3DS, it's going to confuse a lot of outlets who are like, okay, would you like the new 3DS or a used new 3DS? And people are just going to be like, what? But regardless, names aside, the new Nintendo 3DS, the smaller one, is not coming to America. It came to Japan, it came to Australia, and it's coming to Europe, but it's not coming to America. So why is it? Well, according to some articles, apparently it's because there's a better demographic for the bigger 3DS because a lot of people prefer to have a bigger screen, which I can understand. But what I don't understand is the statement of... And keep in mind, this came straight from Nintendo of America. It's the fact that it gives us more choices if we only get the new 3DS XL. It's like, what? How is that giving us more choices? You're limiting our choices because, honestly, there were people who did want the smaller 3DS because of the faceplates. It was customizable, and while it doesn't really affect the hardware itself, a lot of people wanted the smaller 3DS because, one, it was cheaper, and two, it had the faceplates. And then I read more into it, and then I realized that this wasn't quite a terrible decision, but more or less a safe decision. Because, according to websites like Kotaku and Famitsu, the 3DS XL, the XL version of the new 3DS in Japan, has sold over twice as much as the smaller one. So, I guess I can understand the decision, but at the same time, there are still a lot of people who wanted the smaller 3DS. And, you know, even though the XL version is selling more, that doesn't mean that the smaller version of the new 3DS, still a dumb name by the way, that doesn't mean the smaller version doesn't sell. It does sell, and people do buy it for the faceplate. So, honestly, I do feel that they're kind of... This is kind of a loss for Nintendo of America. Now, with that being said, this doesn't mean that they're not bringing the new Nintendo 3DS to America. They haven't confirmed that at all. They haven't confirmed that's not coming, but they haven't confirmed that there are any plans yet. So, I guess we'll just have to wait and see if they actually bring the system to America. But, regardless, that was cool. And one exclusive game was announced. Yeah, I knew that was gonna pop up again. But anyway, the new Nintendo 3DS will also be getting an exclusive game, and this was also announced back in October in a Japanese Nintendo Direct, and that's Xenoblade Chronicles 3D, which I don't know how a 100-hour JRPG will work on on a portable system, but you know, if they want to try, they can try. And let's be honest, the only reason it's coming out on the new 3DS only is because of the faster processor, let's be honest. But I also hear it also has more RAM and more graphics RAM, apparently. I don't know, that might be just a rumor, but regardless. New 3DS was announced, we're only getting the XL version. Maybe the new Nintendo 3DS smaller version will come out, I don't know. But all I know is I'll probably eventually get it because I honestly need a, See, this is why it's a dumb name, because calling it new means you're confusing people who say, I want to get a new 3DS. It's like, do you want to get a new 3DS or a new 3DS? And it's like, what are you talking about? Dumb name. Dumb name. But regardless, the 3DS I currently have looks like crap. So, I feel like I need to get a new 3DS. Oh my god. Why didn't you change the name, Nintendo? Why didn't you change the name? Why do you keep coming up with dumb names for your own consoles? Like, seriously, like, I didn't think the Wii U was that bad of a name, but I can admit that calling it the Wii U was probably a bad idea for consumers because people were confused that whether it was an actual new console or just an accessory for the Wii. It's like, okay, but there was even a... I saw this on, I think, Chugga Conroy's Facebook a while back, but there was actually a Target ad, a little Target advertisement that showed the Wii U for sale, but instead of showing the Wii U console, they showed a black regular Wii. Even the freaking stores were confused about whether the Wii U was a new console or not. It's like, come on. Good lord. Luckily, the Wii U is doing a lot better now, which is great, but regardless. Back to the actual game at hand. Actually, I think this episode's almost over. This episode's totally almost over. Holy crap. Okay. We got a regular star. I just spent half of this freaking video talking about the Nintendo Direct. Do we have anything else to really do? Is there anything else? No, that's really it. Okay, then I guess if you enjoyed this video, guys, please check out my other content. Sorry that I was just talking about the Nintendo Direct in this video, but I need something to talk about, so regardless, and... oh boy. In the next episode, we will head back into the Dreadnought Galaxy, and hopefully I'll talk more about the game itself. And, yeah, we'll do the Pokemon comment in the Dreadnought Galaxy. So until next time, guys, I'm Hypercool64. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next episode.